It would be a dull life, wouldn't it, without football? I live alone, and it was something that I always looked forward to. The last 10 years, I found it difficult to get aside where I could have a game of football on Sunday and go back to the pub and have a pint of beer afterwards and a chat with the opposition. You know, that was gone. That was gone. It really started when I was 6 years old. I lived at a place called Hope Square. I used to watch the older boys playing football in the square, but I wasn't allowed to go out there until I was 8 years old. There was no leather balls in those days. There was no plastic balls. We had to play with a worn-out tennis ball. We all moved up to the north of Scotland, and that's where I learned most of my football. 1950. I was 15 then. It was hard going in those days, but it toughened me up. I've played in probably 10 different football teams. I started playing in the pubs league, and then I was slowing down a bit at that time. So I was asked to join the Wyke Rangers veterans team. Good crowd of blokes, back to the pub afterwards and have a couple of pints and something to eat, talk about the game, etc., etc. And that team lasted almost 40 years. I was with the same team. Football taught me to be 100% reliable. I never failed to turn up for a game, in all winds and weathers. My friends knew that they could rely on me. Football has brought a hell of a lot of things into my life. First of all, friendship with thousands of people who I've played with and played against. It's the friendship that football brings to you. If I'm a bit low in health, on the day of the game, the adrenaline sets in, and I'm away. Today I was away knowing that you were coming down here filming. I was up for it. Yeah, it lifts me a bit. It does lift me. Yeah. My favourite player, by the way, Bobby Charlton. Yeah, great player. Gentleman of football. As the whole package, Bobby, to me, had everything. Like myself, he was never sent off. Bobby could shoot with both feet. Bobby could ride a tackle at speed, and he could score goals. I think there's a bit more clogging goes on in football now, you know, the people coming in and not worried whether they're going to hurt you, you know, put you out of action for a few weeks. It's all about winning now. Win this, must win. In my younger days, we didn't have this so much. We were taught, play the game hard, but don't break anyone's bones, because they've all got to go to school or go to work the following day. I remember scoring a hat-trick at 64. That made big news at the time. One of our players knocked a lovely ball over the top of everyone, and I was onto it in a flash, and I ran more or less the half of the pitch and scored a hat-trick and scored the third goal. That is one thing that stands out really, really well in my mind. Yeah, hat-trick at 64. You don't forget things like that. The lowest point was when Wyke Rangers folded and nobody wanted to take the club on, including me. And that was a sad moment for me, because it was difficult for me to get into another side as a veteran. So, yeah, I was on a low then when we folded. After I was diagnosed with prostate cancer, when I didn't play football, probably 3 months or something like that, and then in the back of my mind, I thought, well, it won't be long now before I'm playing football again. We can't help these things happen in life, and I just take each day as it comes. That's the way it is. I do aim to keep myself physically fit. Everything I eat, I cook myself. I know what to eat. But if I knew definitely what it was, I'd be a rich man. It's nice to know that people are inspired by what I do. I get lots of compliments on Facebook from people saying that I've they've been inspired what I've done, and they're going to take the game up again. It's nice to hear this. It's a nice feeling when I feel that I've done something to involve people in the game again. And only just recently, I was on television with an ex-England goalkeeper, David James, who presented his shirt to me afterwards. Would you like to see it? We both got on very well together, had a good old chat about football, and in the end, he said, would you like my jersey? Well, I couldn't say no, could I? And this is the one he gave me, and he left a message on there which says, to Dickie, good luck with finding another team. Great goals, best wishes, David James. If I go on a football pitch, I want to do useful things. If I'm not doing those useful things, I will be the first one to say, that's it, game's over, hang up your boots. It's got to come sometime, rather. So I have prepared myself for it. It could possibly be within the next couple of years that I've got to say to myself, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to make a fool of myself. But it will be a sad day because I've always looked forward to that game of football, as I do with my music. I love my music and I love my football. It'll probably be a sad day, but I'll get over it. But I am on my way to signing for another club shortly. It won't be long before I find another club now.